Philippines hire Filipino FM as the new national coach. Holman Kike! Yes! We've scored our first goal for the Philippines! Our first ever win with the Philippines. We have defeated one of Asia's finest. There are only 2 matches. It's a group of 3. Each team plays each other once. Can we get the cross in? That's not the... Oh, we've scored! Can we get the cross in? Barack! Yes! We've done it! We are actually 1 match away from the World Cup. Philippines versus Uzbekistan. Gets around the outside, it's crossed in. No, what a terrible start to the match. How has this happened? How has this happened? Cross in, Daniels! Yes! We're back in it, 1-1! And behind, that's the one we need. Holtman going in. Barack, yes! We've scored! Sebastian Barack, he scored again! We have the lead, 2-1! 2-1 over Uzbekistan! Let's go, boys! Let's go! Kenshiro Daniels! Yes! Kenshiro Daniels with his second goal! Let's go! 3-1! We've done it! The Philippines have qualified for the 2026 World Cup. This is the World Cup episode. Today, we begin our World Cup campaign against perennial contenders England in the 2026 FIFA World Cup in the US, Canada, and Mexico. Our main goal for this World Cup, as far as the nation is concerned, is just to be competitive. We don't have any major aspirations to go very far in the tournament or even win a match in the tournament. But as far as personal goals are concerned, I really just want to score a goal in the World Cup. I think if we score a goal, we're going to play Colombia, Tunisia, and England. And if we get a goal against any of those teams, I will be really happy with that, and I would consider that a successful World Cup. I also hope we don't get significantly blown out by anyone. I'm quite scared for this first match against England. I think there's a chance we could get blown out in that match. But Colombia and Tunisia are matches that I think we could score in and potentially keep the game tight. If we even got a draw, I think that would exceed my expectations by a lot. But I will be delighted that if we score a goal in this tournament, that is the goal, to score a goal. If we do that, this tournament will have been extremely successful. But I do want to make this whole World Cup an event. I don't know if I'll ever be with the Philippines again in a World Cup. So this whole thing's going to be an event. This is going to be an eventful episode. We're going to go through the entire World Cup in this episode, even if this episode ends up being over an hour long. We are going to go through the entire World Cup. We're going to go through all 3 of our matches in this episode. And I also think it would be interesting. We will follow along with the World Cup. So we'll follow along with the groups. We'll follow along to see what happens in the round of 16. But I think we'll also attend the World Cup final. So we will go watch that match and we'll watch it on here together. And that way the World Cup is this kind of big event. So irregardless, it'll be a 4-match episode. At the very least, we'll have all 3 of the Philippines matches, and we'll watch the World Cup final together. And I'm sure it's going to be England versus somebody. But these have been the results of the World Cup so far. So on the opening day in Group A, the US defeated Greece and Uruguay won there in Group A. In Group B, South Korea, one of our Asian counterparts, getting off to a good start against host Canada. Slovenia and Algeria tying as well. And then Croatia defeated Angola 5-0. No real big surprise there. And then Mexico beat Iran, another one of our Asian teams. On match day 2, World Cup holders Argentina defeated Nigeria. They are always in the same group together. Sweden then defeated Qatar. Panama with a very interesting win against the Czech Republic before France defeated Egypt. And at the bottom here, we have Spain defeating Germany and Paraguay and Saudi Arabia drawing. And the final match day before we play, Italy and Ivory Coast with a very interesting draw. Denmark defeating Suriname. Portugal getting off to a great start. Wonder Kid João Neves scoring in a 6-0 victory over New Zealand. The Ukraine defeated Australia. And then Belgium defeating Japan. Unfortunately for us, and our hope that an Asian team will go far in this World Cup, and Ghana doing quite well against Chile as well. But that's everything before us. That takes us today. Group J, England versus the Philippines. We are up against some of the best players in the world, the Jude Bellinghams of the world, the Phil Fodens of the world, and somewhere down here, I'm going to assume the Harry Kanes of the world, although Harry Kane is injured for between 8 days and 3 weeks. Is he out of he might be out of the World Cup. All things considered, though, I don't think that's going to matter too much for us. They have Tammy Abraham, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Ivan Toney. Like, they have a very, very good team. And besides that, they also have Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, Marcus Rashford. There's world class, at least in Football Manager, there are world class players all over the pitch. And, if we can just hold them, we'll be happy with that. But that being said, we're putting out our best squad here. This is the team. We got Sebastian up top, Holtman, Daniels, Arribas, Strauss, Lingbo, Obermeyer, Tobias Jefferson, Ugelvik, Aguinaldo, and Etheridge. This is the team that got us to the World Cup. This is the team that's probably going to start every match of the World Cup. And this is the team that we're going to ride with. We have players on the bench we might bring on, the likes of Lobaton, the likes of Reyes, Gonzalez. There are players here, Karan. There are players here who we might be able to bring on to help our cause, but it's going to be a tough match, but it's also going to be exciting. We're decked out today. I'm in my Philippines World Cup jersey from when the Philippines women made the World Cup, so it's going to be an eventful, very eventful episode. But again, this is it. This is the team. Welcome to the 2026 World Cup to the Philippines. We are going to get into the match. I will see you all in the match. And here it is, our first ever match in the FIFA World Cup. Replacing Kane is Rashford up top for England. And here we roll out our 3-3-1-3. We are back with it. England versus the Philippines. There's our group, Group J, currently sitting in third. I have a feeling that might change after this match, but that is all right. There it is, the teams walking out. There we are. We are in blue. England are in white. And we are underway in the FIFA World Cup. I did actually want to play the Philippines national anthem before this match, but apparently that would have led to this video being copyrighted. So instead, we just get straight into the game. England versus the Philippines. And England playing it around nicely to begin the match. James playing it to Declan Rice. Jude Bellingham gets onto the ball. He's going to look to get Phil Foden. Phil Foden will look to get the cross into the box. Oh no, he's going to cut it back to Declan. Declan playing it to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw playing it to James, and it's over the bar. We haven't conceded yet. Interesting that Ramsdale's playing over Pickford. That seems to be a thing that happens a lot in Football Manager, but he finds James, and that's going to be played forward to Saka. Oh, Strauss winning it well. Or Holtman with the tackle to Strauss. Let's play it back in. There we go. Playing it around quite nicely. Here we go. We're on the attack. Oh, let's play it wide. Play him wide. Oh, Strauss just with a great run here. Get in behind. Get the ball in. We have scored against England. We take the 1-0 lead over England. It's Philippines 1, England 0. Kanshiro Daniels, you're already the GOAT. My word, Strauss with a brilliant run. I think he picked it up in his own half. He gets the cross in. Daniels peeling off to the back post and rising highest. Taking the lead. This is unbelievable. Take a screenshot of that. We are top of the group. I don't think it's going to last. They might score here, but we are in first position currently. Luke Shaw playing it into Declan Rice, and they've scored right away. They've scored immediately on a corner. Oh, man. I mean, they just have a more athletic and better players. But we got the highest of highs. We had the opportunity to actually be leading in the World Cup. But Declan Rice rises highest to score. Is it ironic that a player named Rice scored against the Philippines? Do we see the irony in that? Is that just me? Anyways, it's going to be another corner kick. It's Reece James. I don't know which James that is, but it's crossed in. Tobias Jefferson getting it away. Barak getting it away. Well done, Sebastian. Jude Bellingham over the free kick. And it's well blocked by the wall. It falls to Stones. Oh no, that's a great position. Well blocked by Tobias Jefferson. Absolutely brilliantly blocked. Declan Rice moving the ball forward, playing it to Bellingham. I'm assuming that's Reece James. Oh, it falls to Rashford. We at least want to leave them to we don't want to gift them an opportunity. Hopefully it'll just be a long range effort or something like that. Stone's playing it to Saka. Saka's always dangerous. That's a floated ball into the back post, and it falls to Daniels. Can we counter here? We didn't really have anyone forward. We do have that deep line, so it's going to be not as easy as for us to counter as it might normally be, but falls to Jacob Ramsey. Oh, that's brilliant play. Wow. Oh, Foden was offside regardless. That was really good play. Shaw playing it into Foden, to Declan Rice, the goal scorer. Falls to Jacob Ramsey. Oh, he's got to be off. What a save by Etheridge, and he is offsides. All right, Etheridge standing over it. Can we find Barak? Nobody there, but Strauss having a brilliant game. Plays Holtman, he plays Sebastian. He doesn't have the speed to get in behind. I might need to take off Sebastian, put on someone like Gonzalez for a little bit more speed, or maybe change Barak's role to be a target man to just hold the ball up a bit more. I'll have to look into that. Holtman, well tackled on James, but Bellingham, oh, what a ball. What a brilliant ball. Wow, what a goal. That goal was reminiscent of the one that Argentina's first goal against Netherlands in the World Cup quarterfinals. That's an amazing ball by Jude Bellingham. Wow. James gets the ball forward. It's a brilliant tackle, but Bellingham gets on it. That's an amazing ball through to Saka. It's a great finish, but wow. Bellingham is one special player. One special player. And this is going to be a long game from here on out. But the fact that we even had the lead at any point, I think, is something that we have to be proud of. But I think England are going to start putting on a show here as Rashford tries to get behind. These two are wide open. These two are still wide open. Rashford didn't. There it is. Oh, and it's hit the post. Oh, no, it was a brilliant save from Neil Etheridge. What a save. Our captain coming up huge. All right, about 4 minutes or so left in the first half as England continue to look forward. I mean, they have all the chances, and for good reason. They're much better than we are, but we're still in the game. That isn't to say we're out of it yet. Colwell playing it forward to Bellingham. Should I man mark Bellingham? Should I find a way to man mark Bellingham? And everything's going through him. Oh no, James is wide open. It's off the bar. Oh, we're still getting away with it. Oh no, another highlight. Will it be for us? No, it won't. Come on, guys, let's get to half. A one goal deficit wouldn't be horrible. As Foden looks to get the ball in. I spoke way too soon. Yeah, now it's time for England to flex their muscles. Well, it was a good first half while it lasted, but unfortunately, we're going to go into halftime losing by 2 goals. Man, if it was 2-1 going into half, that would have helped a lot. But yeah, that's a high XG chance. That's a high XG chance. They have nearly 2 XG. All right, well, let's go into the dressing room. Honestly, I mean, we haven't been bad. I don't think we've been terrible, but what do we tell them here? Honestly, I want to tell them that I'm happy with their performance because I am. But I'm going to tell them to be more creative, fire them up, and hopefully in the second half that will lead us to a better performance here. As we get something going, Mason Mount comes on for Jacob Ramsey, and we will see what we can do in the second half here. It'd be nice if we could create an early opportunity here. Obermeyer playing it into Holtman. Can Holtman find the right ball in? Holtman getting around the outside. He's got the pace to do it. And it's not quite there, but it is a corner. I think it was deflected. But a rare foray forward for us. Holtman to swing the ball into the box. He finds Barak. Oh, it's off the bar. We nearly scored. Oh, it could have been a Sebastian goal right in the second half. This time it's going to be Mason Mount looking to put in the ball. He finds John Stones. What a save by Etheridge. He's having a blinding match. 7.3 overall rating. Back post. No. Please be offsides. Please be offsides. Please be offsides. I can't see the linesman, so I'm not sure, but it's going to go to VAR check. No, we are down 4-1. Oh, yeah. Colwell wasn't offsides. It looked like he might have been. And we do have an opportunity fairly quickly. And it's going to fall to Daniels. Daniels swings it in. Lobaton! Oh, the substitute nearly finding the back of the net. We could have had another goal. But Obermeyer to swing it in now. And he is going to look into the near post. Arribas! Oh, he can't quite get there. And we actually have another opportunity here. Maybe the changes being to somewhat decent effect. Obermeyer swinging the ball in. Doesn't quite find anyone. Falls to Arribas! Arribas scores! Absolute banger! It's 4-2. I didn't know if we'd score in this World Cup. We have two against the Philippines. What a barnstorming finish. It's Lingbo plays it, and on the half volley, Arribas with an absolutely amazing goal. It's 4-2. Well, the game is winding down to a conclusion here. We have about 3 minutes plus stoppage time left, but we have the ball here. I think Strauss has had a good game. Portuelo now looking to play the ball forward. He plays it to Obermeyer. Obermeyer playing it back. Can we work something down here? All right, let's swing the play then, possibly. All right, we found Strauss. We gotta go. We gotta miss him and go here. We have Karan out there, but Chilwell will look to play it forward. He finds Foden. Oh, come on, guys. Let's one more. Rice. Oh man, what a finish! Rice has 2 goals on us today, and it is 5-2. And I think this is going to be the end of match highlight. We're over the 4 minutes of time. England versus the Philippines. Forrestuelo gets it out, and that should be the end of the match. And there it is. It's all over. Our first ever World Cup match ends in a 5-2 loss. But all things considered, goals from Kenshiro Daniels and Oscar Arribas, we have to be delighted with. I think overall, this is a respectable performance. Well, that was our first ever match in the World Cup. Kenshiro Daniels scoring our first ever goal in the Men's World Cup, followed up by Oscar Arribas with an absolutely brilliant half volley. But of course, England did do, well, quite well against us. Daniels remains upbeat, but something I just don't like about international management and Football Manager is that the mood within the Philippines camp has deteriorated. One, that should not happen. We had a very respectable performance against, a team that's expected to win the World Cup. But fortunately, we're still in an optimistic mood. And the other thing is too, you don't train and there's no dynamics. You can't have a team meeting, which is something that I would like to have, be able to talk to the players like you do with the club team. But that being said, after all that, we move on. We will move on. And in 4 days, we play Colombia, who haven't played yet. So I will move forward so that we can see the results of Group J and see where we will be going in to our second match. Also, just a weird thing from the media. I did the press conference. It says FM talks about Southgate is the headline. But my question was about VAR. What's up with that? But in the other match in Group J, Colombia came out 1-0 winners over Tunisia, which means we are sadly in last place. But that's okay, all things considered. England are probably the best team in the group. So England and Colombia are top of the group with 3 points each, followed by us and Tunisia in third and fourth. But again, our next match is against Colombia. We definitely have the 2 hardest matches to start the World Cup. But we will be back in 4 days to play Colombia. And when we come back for that match against Colombia, we will see everything else that's been happening in the World Cup as well. So I will see you all on June 18th. We are here for the second match in our group against Colombia on the 18th of June 2026. But let's see, before we get into that, let's see everything that's been happening in the World Cup since we last played. So after we played, we saw that Colombia defeated Tunisia 1-0. But after that, Syria The other team, we played against Syria. We drew them 2-2 at home. They defeated Ralph Rangnick's Austria 1-0. What a victory for Asia and Syria. So they have a victory in the World Cup. After that, Brazil defeated the World Cup semifinalists previously Morocco 3-0. Then the Netherlands, with a Memphis Depay goal, defeated Jamaica. You might expect them to do a little bit better in that match. Ecuador tying Senegal 1-1. The next match day, USA continued their good stretch in this World Cup, defeating Uruguay 2-1. Greece and Mali drew. South Korea, though, when we're looking for an Asian team to do well, one of the main teams we're looking at is South Korea. They lost 5-2 to Slovenia with Benjamin Sesko, who, if you haven't seen Benjamin Sesko, I mean, he's absolutely nuts in Football Manager. 18 jumping reach, 17 pace, and he's on Man United now. I didn't even realize that. But he got 4 goals. Canada tied Algeria. Iran defeated Croatia 1-0. What a performance from another one of our Asian sides before Mexico defeated Angola 4-1. June 16th, Argentina defending champions Lautaro Martinez leading them to victory over Qatar. Sweden defeated Nigeria 4-2. France continuing their dominant run in this World Cup. Czech Republic, interestingly, defeating Egypt. And on the other side, Germany and Paraguay tying 1-1 before Spain defeated Saudi Arabia 2-0. And finally, the day before us, Italy defeating Suriname, Ivory Coast, interestingly, defeating Denmark. That is a great result for the Ivory Coast. Ukraine defeated New Zealand. Portugal defeated Australia. Unfortunately, Japan only drawing to Chile, but a 90+2 equalizer for them. And Belgium defeating Ghana. That takes us into our match day with Colombia. And then looking at the groups as well, who will be the teams to make it into the knockout stages? Well, it is getting interesting. The US have already qualified, not qualified in first quite yet, but Uruguay looking like they'll get that second place spot. Group B is extremely close. Slovenia's victory over South Korea leaves things very wide open. All of them still able to get in. Similarly, things are quite open in Group C between Mexico, Croatia, and Iran, although it looks like Angola are pretty much out at the moment. Group D is pretty much settled. Sweden and Argentina will face each other in the final group game to decide who finishes in first there. In Group E, France has dominated, but the Czech Republic and Panama will vie for that final spot to qualify. In Group F, Spain has dominated to qualify in first place, but Germany, Paraguay, and Saudi Arabia all have a chance to get that last spot. Italy, Ivory Coast, and Denmark look like they're going to get Group G. In Group H, Portugal and Ukraine have already qualified. In Group I, Belgium and Ghana look set to qualify, although Chile or Japan could still sneak their way in. For us and all the other groups, we have only played one match, so the next few match days will be crucial. And that is everything. That is the World Cup update. We will do the final World Cup update before our final group game, and then we will look to see how the groups played out and what each round looks like after that. With that being said, this is once again the team that will go out to play in the World Cup. It's going to be the exact same team. I thought we didn't do that badly. We lost 5-2, but I thought we played a decent match, and we will look out and try to do okay against Colombia as well. It's going to be the same team. I have confidence in this team, and we could bring on someone like Lobaton. We could bring on someone like Reyes or Bias or Pajuli, so on and so forth, Gonzalez. We have options off the bench as well if we need them. But this is the team. This is our second World Cup match. I will see you all there. And here we are, match day 2 against Colombia, the exact same starting lineup. How are Colombia lining up? They will be coming out in a 4-2-3-1 as expected. Luis Diaz and Sinisterra are going to be 2 players to watch for Colombia. This is what our group looks like. And it's we got to get a draw or something if we want to get into the final match day, I believe, with a chance to qualify. But that being said, Colombia get the match underway. It is the Philippines in blue. It is Colombia in yellow for a spot and dignity of the World Cup. Another opportunity for Colombia as we enter the 8th minute. Moreno to stick the ball in. He goes back post. And let's clear it out. It hits the bar. It hits the bar again. And we've gotten away with it. I don't know exactly what happened, but it hit the bar twice. Munoz sticks it into Suarez. Lingbo gets his head to the ball. It falls to Luis Diaz. Yerry Mina. He plays it back to Diaz, and we get it clear. We are very fortunate with how that worked out. Palermo winning it. Is this the end of the highlight? Oh, Lingbo winning it as well. Just run with it. Run with it. Aguinaldo, these are not the players we want with the ball. Those aren't the players that we want with the ball in that position. Ugelvik, bro, what are you doing? Bro, you just played it to him. What was that? Oh, if we allow here, that's going to be extremely disappointing because that's not a place where we should be losing the ball and not a situation we should be losing. Well done, Sebastian. Holtman, run with it. You got pace. Get him behind. What play by Holtman. He's still running with the ball. That's fine. Sticks it in. Sebastian, you're wide open. By Montero. What amazing play by Holtman. Sebastian with the looping header. And that was our first opportunity. Holtman to swing it in. And it's well claimed by Montero. And an opportunity here off of a corner. Obermeyer to stick the ball into the box. Obermeyer swings it in. We can't quite find anyone, but Sebastian playing it back. And it falls to Aguinaldo. Oh, I thought that was in, but it was well blocked by Luis Diaz. We've had some opportunities here to find the back of the net. It'd be great to get a lead here. Obermeyer to stick it in again. And that's not brilliant. Arribas, edge of the box. He finds Ugelvik. Obermeyer again. Can you get around the outside and get one in? Get one in. Get one in. Swing it in. Oh, Obermeyer needs to put in the box. Sanchez, Davison Sanchez, I think. Yerry Mina, playing it forward to Jefferson Lerma. Well done, Strauss. Can we look forward now? That's a great ball in. Oh, Daniels at the back post. Or can Holtman go himself? Holtman! Garrett Holtman has scored, and we take the 1-0 lead. Oh, what a brilliant counter-attack from the Philippines. Oh, man, we got in behind with aplomb. We won the ball. Arribas plays an amazing ball. Holtman with his pace getting in behind. What brilliant play, and he fires it into the back of the net, and we have a 1-0 lead again. Oh, and there's a kickoff highlight. Of course there's a kickoff highlight. Not again. England scored right after we scored. Colombia are going to try to break our hearts again. Suarez going all alone here. Plays it to Sinisterra. Sinisterra shoots. What a save by Etheridge. Oh, and he keeps us in the match. Oh, and the highlight continues. Munoz playing it to Sinisterra. He finds Lerma. Is he offsides? He's not offsides. Why does this keep happening? Immediately after we score, they hit back immediately. That's incredibly disappointing. Oh, well, it's 1-1. It is 1-1. We're going to encourage the lads. Let's see if we can end the half well. All right, Holtman to swing it in. Right after the encouragement. Will the encourage work? Finds Aguinaldo. What a save. That was like one of the weirdest saves I've ever seen in Football Manager. Well, that is halftime. It is tied 1-1. Colombia have definitely been the better team. They've had the better chances, but I think we've been more in the game than we were against England, certainly. I'm definitely going to tell them that they're doing well. I'm pretty happy with how that first half went. So we'll start the second half. Sebastian getting us going. Second half of the second match of the World Cup. Let's see what we can do. Arribas playing it forward to Daniels. Daniels playing it forward to Sebastian. And Colombia ends the highlight. They played it out really well. All right, let's sit back in. Arribas winning the ball, but we don't have players there. Obermeyer winning it. Well done. Oh, Holtman. He finds Sebastian. He finds Obermeyer. Can we find Daniels or Sebastian? We find Holtman. Come on, lads. Get a shot off. Obermeyer. Lead ball. Oh, what an opportunity. 64th minute. Colombia with the highlight here. There haven't been a whole lot of highlights in the second half. This is the next highlight after our highlight previously. But they are looking at, I'm actually nervous in this match. This match is very, very tight. Oh, Suarez is in behind. Suarez gets in behind. Oh, no! Sinisterra, no! And it's 2-1 Colombia. Oh, Tobias Jefferson missed the interception right there. Luis Suarez, we got too deep in. Nobody tracked the runner. Ah, the hopes of a draw are fading away. An opportunity for Colombia here. We have switched to the 4-5-1 now. Oh, and this is the problem, and we only have two. Yeah. That's what happens when we stick two in the back, is they get in behind and score immediately. Well, we played this game for a long time really well. We had a lead again, but sometimes the teams that you play against are just better than you, and that is exactly what's happened here. I look to play it. Why did the highlight start with the corner? There's a really long highlight, but well won there by Barack. Sandro Reyes playing it to Holtman. Holtman's had a very good game. Tobias Jefferson playing it to Reyes. Reyes can't do anything with it. This is a very long highlight. We did not need to start it with the corner, let me tell you. But Luis Diaz, well won by Karan. Karan has come on. Karan shoots! Oh, and it's well saved. That could have gotten us back into the match. Sadly, it wasn't meant to be, but we could do something off the corner here. Holtman to stick it into the box. Stay positive, lads. Believe that we can do it. Ah, Sebastian can't quite get into it. Well, we are making our final substitutions here, but the final sub I am going to make now that the match is pretty much over. Gian Magno is going to come on and play as the ball-winning midfielder on defend. This is the first ever Mendiola FC player to play in the World Cup for the Philippines. I did want to bring him in at some point, and given with how things going, I think this is the moment. But Gian Magno, the only Mendiola FC player to ever play in the World Cup, and he is going to come on and represent the Philippines. You know, as I reflect on this game, I am proud of how we've played, even if we end up losing this one 4-1 or something. I mean, I have to be proud with how we played. We were in this game for long stretches, long periods of time, and the second half we eventually just got outplayed, but I really feel like we played quite well. Is Magno winning the ball there? But we can't quite keep the ball. Plays forward to Arias. Oh, man. Is that wide? Oh, my. I thought that went in. I thought that was a surefire goal. This has to be the end of match highlight. Gonzalez playing it to Karan. Can we get in behind here? Nope. All right. Ref, end the match. Ref, end the match. Ref, the match is over. There it is. 3-1 to Colombia. But once again, we had a lead. In the 41st minute, we had the lead, and they scored immediately afterwards. But I'm proud of how we did. Holtman getting the goal, Arribas with the assist. Overall, it wasn't meant to be. Well, I believe that 3-1 loss officially knocks us out of the World Cup. It seems like a long time ago that Garrett Holtman gave us the lead. But Holtman gave us the lead. I mean, we've led in both games. Conchero Daniels and Holtman both giving us the lead. We have 3 goals in the World Cup, which is something I'm really proud of so far. But overall, we're upbeat despite the loss. I mean, we're struggling, but are we really struggling that bad? Like, I think we've been fine. They say disappointing collapse, but like we're playing teams vastly superior to us. And when we look at the nation, we're 103rd. We were 99th in world rankings at one point. Or we're 103rd in world rankings against Colombia, who are 13th in world rankings, and England, who are 4th in world rankings. We've done just fine. But anywho, our last match will be against Tunisia in 4 days. We take them on the 22nd. When we take them on, we'll give you an update on everything happening World Cup wise. And then we'll close out our World Cup campaign. And then after that, we'll finish, we'll go through the World Cup, finish the World Cup. And I am going to attend the World Cup final, and I will have that on the episode as well. That way we can all watch the World Cup final together and see what happens. So that being said, I'll continue forward. I'll see you all soon. And we are here for the final World Cup match against Tunisia. The road ends here. This is going to be the final World Cup match. Tunisia are certainly going to be tough opposition. They are ranked 37th in world rankings, which is like almost 70 places higher than we are. Looking at their results, they lost 1-0 to Colombia in the first game and 3-0 to England in the second game. And looking at those results, that does mean that we are sitting in last place on goal differential with -5 goal differential. If we wanted to not finish last, we would need to win. Interestingly, Tunisia haven't scored in the World Cup yet, but they have had a much better defense than we have. We have leaked a lot of goals, but we have scored 3, which all things considered is pretty good. But it is going to be really tough. They're a good team. They're ranked 37th in the world for a reason. They're going to be coming at us with a 4-5-1 formation. We'll stick with our 3-3-1-3 and we'll see how things go. So again, this is for one last time in the World Cup. This is going to be the team that goes out. It's going to be the same team that we've had every single match. I don't really want to change things up. I thought we played well against Colombia, but it just wasn't to be. But we will go out again. I am going to save the World Cup update for after the match. That way we can go through the entire group stage. And then I will move forward to the World Cup final. We will review the World Cup and then we will watch the World Cup final together. But for one last time, our Filipino team is going to walk out. We are going to play in the World Cup, and these are going to be the guys who are going to do it. So I'm going to go through the team selection and submit this team, and we will go for one final walkout in a World Cup match. And for one final time in the World Cup, here is our introduction. Tunisia coming out with that 4-5-1 formation. We are back with our 3-3-1-3. And for the final time in this World Cup, we will look at the group. We are in last, but this is our opportunity. Tunisia are heavy favorites to win, but that doesn't mean we can't do something special here. There is our squad. We are going to be in blue. Tunisia are going to be in white. Tunisia get us underway. Philippines versus Tunisia, and a match that doesn't mean a whole lot as far as qualifying for the round of 16 is concerned. But for pride and everything else, it is huge. And in the 18th minute, this is the first highlight of the game. Tunisia going inside, Lingbo winning it and playing it forward back to the Tunisian back line. It falls to Saad. He's going to play it there. They're going to shoot. Great save from Etheridge. A brilliant save and a shot that was flying into the top corner. Well done to him. And an opportunity for us now. Is this, to anyone else, is this pitch really green? It just looks like a really green pitch to me. But Tobias Jefferson playing it forward to nobody really. And it's an opportunity for Tunisia. Rekik playing it forward there. Oh, they're going to look in the middle. They're going to look out wide now. Can we win the ball? Get something going? Not quite. They're playing it around really well. They got the 3-man midfield, which is working around really nicely. Oh, and they've scored. Well, this is the first match we haven't taken the lead in. Tunisia finding the back of the net. They lead 1-0. Obermeyer to swing the ball in. This is really our first highlight in the game. We can't quite find. Oh no, this was our first highlight. Come on, get there. Well done, Strauss. Don't lose the ball. Good job, Strauss. Good job keeping it. He finds Jefferson. I don't know if we need to go over the top quite yet there, but Strauss winning it and Strauss losing it. Oh, come on, guys. Well done, Daniels. Lingbo playing Daniels. One more cross to Sebastian. No, that was the opportunity to tie it. He should have scored. And that is halftime, 1-0 to Tunisia. If Sebastian had finished, that would have been the move. I'm going to tell the guys that we're not playing well, and hopefully that'll fire them up to do better in the second half. Sebastian plays at the Strauss, and we are on the move once again. If around the 55 to 60 minute mark it's still 1-0, then we're going to go for it. Tunisia are playing the ball around really well. The 4-5-1 works well to play the ball around, keep possession, shorter passing, things like that. All right, let's see if we can do something here as they move into our mid block. Rekik playing it forward. And this is where we need to try and win the ball. We've got the numbers back, but Tunisia are controlling possession really nicely, playing it around well. Oh, that's a great ball in. Etheridge with the save. Etheridge with the save to keep us in the game. Let's go. Well done, Neil Etheridge. All right, who's playing it in? Holtman playing it in. Trying to find Aguinaldo. Oh, we can't quite win it. Oh, it's going to be a counter. Come on, guys. I just want one of these to be our opportunity. Jefferson, get a toe in. Jefferson, what are you doing? Get a toe in. And it goes in. Oh, we got to put a tackle in. He's just running beside him. Holtman playing it into the box. We had a weird pan to get started there. We've brought on Lobaton. We've brought on Forzuelo. Jefferson was playing poorly, and Lingbo was very tired. So we brought in some fresh legs to try and help change the trajectory of this match. We're down 1-0, but we absolutely could get back into it. But we need to do something here as they play the ball over the top. Ugelvik can't get there, and it's just wide. We've been very fortunate. Well, at this point, all we can do, we are down 1-0 in the 70th minute. All we can do is go for it now. We have pushed our lines all the way up. We are stepping up. We are going for direct passing. I'm going to take that off and I'm going to take that off. But the tempo's high, the directness is high. We're going positive. We might go to attacking later. But we brought in Reyes. Arribas was very tired. Lobaton is on. Karan is on. And we are going to go for the match. So we do have one more sub to make. I don't know what that will be yet. It'll probably be Jose Gonzalez at some point. All right. This is our first opportunity. Etheridge playing it to Forzuelo. He finds Holtman. Holtman, can we get around the outside? Use your pace, get around the outside and get the ball into the box. The ball is into the box. Sebastian, no, he's missed 2 chances today, and that was a good one. Obermeyer to Holtman. Holtman to get the ball into the back post. He finds Karan. No. Strauss, get it in one more time. He gets the ball in. Karan, no. What a save. Strauss, again. He hits it into the back post. Oh, we can't quite get it. Oh, that was the opportunity. Oh, we're creating chances now, at least. That was better than previously. Maybe I should have gone more attacking. Etheridge punting it forward now. Another opportunity. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone there. Rekic to play it down the line. That's a phenomenal ball. It's going to find... Oh, he's got all kinds of time and space, but it's just wide. We are on attacking. We're doing everything we can. One last encouraged shout. Come on, boys. 5 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Come on. Play it to our center backs. Let's get it forward. It's difficult to get this forward with the formation we're playing. Well, that's a terrible ball. That's a terrible ball. There was no need for that. Oh, feels over. It feels over. Take a shot. That's it. Tunisia have scored, and it's 2-0. And I think that's the dreams that we had to get something from this World Cup have officially ended. We are a minute over time. Tunisia will take their victory home, but I think we should consider that we've had a respectable World Cup as the final whistle goes. We've lost 2-0, and that will be the end of our World Cup campaign, but we had our opportunities. Sebastian, in particular, missed the 2 big chances that we had that could have really changed it. But I'm proud of this team. I'm proud of the fact that we've even made the World Cup is phenomenal, but I'm proud of this team and I'm proud of what we've done. And so ends our World Cup campaign. A World Cup campaign that I do think that we can be proud of, but some things just weren't meant to be. Looking at how we did and reflecting on the World Cup, to be honest, the original goal, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, was just to score. And we had 3 goals. We averaged a goal per game. We got 2 goals against England. We were even leading against England. We got a goal against Colombia in a match that we were also leading. But in total, we led for 7 minutes or 6 minutes, something like that. I think we ran out of steam against Tunisia. But so happens when you're a middling team in the World Cup. I'm really proud of how these guys have done. I think when we look at the squad, I think there were a lot of really amazing performances. There are going to be some sad things on the horizon for the Philippines. In particular, Neil Etheridge is retiring on July 20th. We'll do a little celebration for him, I think. That being said, we do have people to replace him. Kevin Mendoza, I think, will be the one to step in and become our new goalkeeper. He's very good. Neil Etheridge was retired at the start, but we brought him back. And we do have Manuel Soriano, who also looks like a really decent goalkeeper. So we still have a good goalkeeper and a good backup. So this is the World Cup right now. I am going to continue forward. This is the end of our World Cup campaign, but I am going to continue through the rest of the World Cup. I'm going to continue real quick so that you can see how the group stage ended. And then I'll play through and go to the World Cup final. And again, we will watch the World Cup final together. We will see everything that happened in the World Cup and we'll do one final reflection. So I'll see you all in a couple days at the end of the World Cup group stage. And this is how the World Cup group stages ended. In Group A, the USA qualifying in first place with 9 points, Uruguay qualifying in second with 6 points. In Group B, South Korea slipped in as one of the best placed third place teams, very interestingly, given that they had -4 goal differential. But Slovenia and Algeria, as Algeria defeated South Korea in the last group match, but South Korea still managed to sneak their way in to the next round. In Group C, Mexico, Croatia, and Iran once again coming through as one of those third place teams. Mexico topping the group over Croatia. In Group D, Sweden getting a little bit of an upset as they defeated Argentina with a really good goal difference in goals for. But Nigeria also going through. In Group E, France, Egypt, and Panama going through. Panama is one of the best third place teams. Group F, none of those third place teams making it. Spain and Saudi Arabia getting in over Germany. That is a pretty big surprise. That being said, Germany have some weird things in a Football Manager, so it'd be a surprise in real life, maybe less of a surprise in FM. But Spain and Saudi Arabia getting through, Italy and Ivory Coast there, Australia making it through as one of the best third place teams, an Asian representative there. Portugal and Ukraine going through, Belgium, Ghana, and Chile. England, Tunisia made it through. If we had defeated, I mean, we weren't really ever close, but England went topped. Colombia, Tunisia makes it through as one of the best third place teams. I didn't even realize if we had won that match, we would have gone through. Wow, that's insane. That's really weird to think about. But England, Colombia, and Tunisia, we are the only ones from our group not making it through. But such things happen. And then in Group K, Syria making it through, one of the teams that, wow, over Morocco and Austria. Well done to Syria to make it through. Very good for them. And the Netherlands, Jamaica, and Ecuador making it through from Group L. So those are the teams making it through to the next round. I'm going to head forward to the World Cup final now. We will attend the World Cup final together and look back on how the rest of the World Cup went. We are now on the date of the World Cup final to conclude our World Cup journey together. Of course, we are going to watch the World Cup final, but let's see the drama that led up to it. So in the second round, we did have some surprising results. This is, of course, a new round with the new World Cup format. Croatia absolutely destroyed hosts United States 5-0, especially in Football Manager. I consider it to be a very surprising result. Argentina defeated Egypt, unsurprisingly. Australia, one of our Asian countries, defeating Slovenia. Spain, not really with a surprising result. Uruguay. Mexico beating Tunisia, who were in our group, 1-0. Actually, a pretty good result for Tunisia, I think. A couple of expected results: France beating Ecuador, Sweden beating Saudi Arabia. Ghana beating Italy might be a little surprising, but with the way Italy has been trending recently, I don't think that's a hugely surprising result. Colombia, who are in our group, defeated Syria 2-0. Portugal, unsurprisingly, beating Iran. Netherlands beating Nigeria. Ukraine beating Ivory Coast. Belgium beating South Korea 3-0. A bit of sadness for us with, a big Asian country going out, but Brazil beat Panama 4-0 and England beat Jamaica 1-0. Maybe surprising that was only 1-0. But that takes us into the round of 16 where Spain beat Croatia 3-0. I think that's a little surprising. I think that, we would expect that to be a closer game. Argentina defeated Australia in a close one. Uruguay beat Sweden. France beat Mexico. Netherlands, Ghana. Portugal, a close one to Colombia 3-2. England beating Ukraine. And perhaps the only real surprise is that Belgium beat Brazil 2-1. We probably expect Brazil to do a little bit better. That is poor on their. That's an early World Cup exit, all things considered. But that took us into the quarterfinals where the big names start to do their thing. France beating Spain 2-0 in extra time. Uruguay beating Argentina 6-2, the defending champions losing at Arrowhead Stadium. The Netherlands beat Belgium. And perhaps as far as Football Manager is concerned, the big surprise, Portugal defeating England in extra time. England being the last team from our group. I was actually kind of hoping England would win it. That way we could have said we had a lead against the team that would go on to be the World Cup champions. But Portugal winning 2-1. But that takes us to the semifinals where Portugal beat France. Perhaps a bit of surprise given that France have the likes of Mbappe, Camavinga, Chouameni, so on and so forth. They're always good. But Portugal making the World Cup final alongside the Netherlands, who repeated from the 2010 World Cup to beat Uruguay, meaning that the World Cup final we will be watching today will be against two European sides, Portugal and the Netherlands, neither of whom have ever won a World Cup. So it will be a first World Cup for one of these two teams. Netherlands, of course, have made the World Cup twice, once with the Johan Cruyff-led side, once with the Wesley Sneijder-led side in 2010. So it is going to be a third World Cup final for them. Can they finally get over the victory? Or will Portugal get their first ever World Cup? And at this point, it would be after Cristiano Ronaldo. And as an aside, France defeated Uruguay 5-0 in the third place playoff, so they will take third place. But that is everything. That is all the catching up that you need ahead of the World Cup final. Netherlands versus Portugal. I will see you all in the match. All right, welcome to the World Cup final taking place in New Jersey in America. That's the best place. But starting for the Netherlands in a 4-3-1, they will be led up top by Cody Gakpo. And for Portugal, they will be led up top by João Felix, no Gonçalo Ramos. He is on the bench. If I had to choose who I think is winning this, I think I got to go with Portugal. I think they're going to be the better team. But this is it. And the match is underway. Cody Gakpo gets us started. Netherlands versus Portugal in the World Cup final. And Frankie de Jong with an early opportunity, but well tackled by Vitinha. Netherlands with an opportunity in the first minute here. Koopmeiners to swing the ball in swinger. And Virgil van Dijk finds the back of the net. It's a flying start for the Netherlands in the World Cup final. Virgil van Dijk, the Liverpool legend, running into the front post. Koopmeiners plays it in. Van Dijk scores. Diogo Costa can't save it. It's 1-0 to the Netherlands early. Couldn't do it off of two corners in a row, could they? Koopmeiners to swing it in again. It's another corner. It doesn't quite find Cody Gakpo. It falls to Depay. Koopmeiners swings it in. Virgil van Dijk nearly with the double. Virgil van Dijk almost having a dream start to the World Cup final. But another ball in. Depay to swing it in. Memphis with the near post. It's headed on by Dumfries. And it looks like a bicycle kick, but this game has absolutely everything so far. All right, 20th minute, not a whole lot happening now, but the Netherlands absolutely dominating the match. Portugal have yet to have a highlight. Frankie de Jong going around the outside. He finds Bergwijn. Can Dumfries get around the outside and play the ball into the box? He'll look for Cody Gakpo or Memphis Depay, who goes just over. But João Felix can't win the header. It falls to Cody Gakpo, and he marauds his way forward around the outside. He finds Steven Bergwijn, who finds Gakpo again, who finds De Jong. Can De Jong finish? What a save by Diogo Costa. It is all Netherlands in the World Cup final. It is all the Netherlands. Portugal haven't had a highlight. It swung into the back post. Memphis Depay off the bar. The Netherlands, will they rue not taking these chances? Sven Botman to throw it in to Memphis. He plays it in. Bergwijn! Find the back of the net. What a save by Costa. The Netherlands have dominated. They might rue these chances. Another opportunity. Portugal have not been able to get out of their own half, but the Netherlands need the second goal. Find some comfort, feel good. Memphis Depay is just wide. It is halftime in the World Cup final, and it is one-way traffic. The Netherlands are dominating 1.43 to 0.13 XG, 12 shots to 2, 5 on target to 1, 67% possession to 33. They should be expected to win, but can Portugal make the requisite changes to improve in the second half? We are going to find out. It is the second half of the World Cup final. Portugal need to get back into it, but another half of the same kind of stuff from the Netherlands will win them the World Cup. And we're closing in on the 70th minute. This is the first highlight of the second half. Koopmeiners swings it in, and it's over the bar. Still 1-0. He finds, is that João Neves? I'm going to say that's João Neves at this point. João Cancelo. Might be Ruben. It's into the box. Oh, he can't quite find Gonzalo Ramos. Vitinha once again. Back post. Rafael Leao. A save by the Netherlands goalie. That was the opportunity for Portugal to tie the game. Tavares playing it forward to Neves. I don't know if that's Ruben or João. There you go. Bernardo Silva. A much better pass from him. João Felix getting in. Can he find the right ball? He finds the back post. Rafael Leao can't score. He's had 2 headers at the back post, and neither of them has he been able to capitalize on. Will he rue those chances? And it's desperation time. There's only 10 minutes left in the World Cup final. They need something to go down as legends. Rafael Leao, he's missed 2 big chances, but he can redeem himself here with a great cross to the back post. Oh, what a finish! Ruben Neves! I didn't know if it was João or Ruben. Ruben Neves with the goal to tie things up with a banger of a goal. That deserves a replay. Rafael Leao getting around the backside. He plays it in for Bernardo. It's actually well cleared. But Ruben Neves on the half volley. It's 1-1. The Netherlands have made defensive subs, notably taking out Cody Gakpo. Oh, and Portugal, could they complete the comeback? Are the defensive subs going to ruin the Netherlands? Neves playing it to Leao. But it's well claimed. It's interesting. It's an interesting World Cup final now. What an exciting match. It's cleared up top. But I think the Netherlands have gone defensive. The line isn't high enough. Oh, Portugal could do it. It's cleared up. Virgil van Dijk winning it. He had the goal that started things off. But the Netherlands are back at it now. They've been able to move up. Memphis Depay to stick it into the box. No, he finds Veerman. Could he shoot? Take the shot. What a save by Diogo Costa. Oh man, we're going to extra time. Portugal with the late comeback. The Netherlands clearly ruining those chances they missed at the beginning of the first half. And, I mean, the Netherlands have dominated, but Portugal's come back late on. We are in extra time. Oh, the World Cup doesn't get better than this. What a match. Can Portugal continue their momentum from the end of the match? It is cleared forward, João Felix. But it's won by Palhinha, who's just come in. Diogo Jota, the substitute, nearly scores. He's got a finish there in the World Cup final. We go backwards to Jeremy Frimpong. I'm surprised he's playing right back. He's got pace to be higher up the pitch, I think, Frimpong. Let's see if he might use that pace here. No, he finds Justin Kluivert, who's made a great run into the box. It's a good save by Costa, what I think we expect him to make. Here we go. Portugal here, edge of the box. Diogo Jota. Oh, what a save. Portugal working it out patiently. Ruben Neves, the goal scorer. Oh, that's the ball to João Cancelo. João Cancelo to play the ball in. Can he find the right ball? Back post. Good save. That was a chance. Portugal have done much better. But let's start. 15-minute period to come up with a winner. Otherwise, it will go to a penalty kick shootout in the World Cup final. Could this be the chance that Netherlands needs? They lost a heartbreaker in 2010. Andres Iniesta scoring in extra time in the second period of extra time. But could they turn things around here? Or will it be Portugal on the counter that could break Dutch hearts? Gonzalo Ramos. What a ball by João Felix. Oh, good play by Virgil van Dijk. He read that situation perfectly. The Netherlands now to do their thing. Can they find Xavi Simons, maybe? Could he be the person to unlock the Portugal defense for them? It's been a really sort of weird highlight, but he finds Veerman. What a ball to Danjuma. Find him! It's the goal! Danjuma! It's 2-1 Netherlands! That could be the goal that wins the World Cup for the Dutch. What a finish! Xavi playing it into Veerman, but it's this ball here that unlocks the defense, and he gets in. What a finish! But that could be it. This is it. This is the game. We've reached the 2 minutes of added time and extra time. Will Portugal get one more opportunity, or will that be the end of the match? They've got to get the ball forward, throw people forward. That's it! The Netherlands have won the World Cup. 2-1 over Portugal after 2 World Cup finals and heartbreak in both of them. Johan Cruyff-led side and a Wesley Sneijder-led side. The Netherlands have finally reached glory. They will lift the World Cup. I don't know who their captain is. Is that Virgil van Dijk? It's got to be Van Dijk. But the Netherlands will celebrate World Cup victory in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. And that is the end of the World Cup 2026. Well, that ends our World Cup journey. We had 3 matches and we lost all 3, but I think we had a good showing in the World Cup. But congratulations to the Netherlands, who defeated Portugal in extra time. Just in case you all were curious, some of the more interesting stats is Benjamin Sesko was the top goal scorer with 6 goals in the tournament. The highest assister was Alexander Isak. Giovanni Reina, among others, had the most player of the match awards. And Mike Mainan pretty comfortably had the most shutouts in the tournament. Neil Etheridge was probably our standout player, actually one of the better goalkeepings, the saves tipped per 90 minutes, so he had among the most saves in the World Cup per 90 minutes with 2.0, so well done to Neil Etheridge. Unfortunately, though, we also had the most expected goals conceded per 90 minutes, which is unfortunate, but hey, we played against some good teams. What are you going to do? But once again, that concludes our World Cup journey. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. This was one of the most fun World Cups, despite the results, that I've ever done in Football Manager. The first World Cup I ever had with the Philippines, and I mean, we had 3 losses, but we were leading in 2 matches. We played well. We scored 3 goals, and the players gave it everything, and that's all you could ever want. So thank you again. I hope you enjoyed the World Cup. And we will be back with the Mendiola FC side of things soon. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye!